Hi, and welcome back to Good Morning KU. I'm Al Moore.
And I'm Mason Moan.
And so Mason, what did you end up doing this weekend?
This weekend, actually, I had a date party. It was a lot of fun. Me and my date got all dressed up. We went and did some dancing and had a lot of fun.
A date party just sounds like, you just bring, it sounds like a normal thing, but you just call it like a date party.
Yeah, it's pretty casual. It's not super formal, but it was a lot of fun.
Do you guys have themes for date parties or any of that?
Yeah, usually there are. This one was just a semi-formal, so we just dressed nicely. I think this weekend I have another one where it's Greece themed. So I'll be wearing jeans and a white t-shirt with the sleeves rolled up.
Yeah.
Some Converse. It'll be a lot of fun.
That sounds like fun. Do you have date parties every weekend, or is that
Not normally, just have these two back to back.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole lot of fun. Do you normally go to venues around Lawrence?
Yeah, I've been to one at the Jazz House on Massachusetts. I don't remember where the one was this last weekend. They didn't tell us beforehand, but it was a really cool spot.
Yeah, that would be fun to go to a themed party and stuff. Instead of going out to a normal college party.
Yeah.
So that sounds fun. But my weekend was, I ended up doing a whole lot of stuff with my roommates, which is surprisingly not normal for us, because we normally are stay in and watch a movie together. Yeah. But we ended up going to the mall and then to movies. So we stayed in Overland Park in the Kansas City area for all of Saturday. So that was pretty fun.
What movie did you watch?
We watched the 50 Shades Darker one. So it was actually a good movie. I was surprised about how many couples were in there. I thought it was just going to be a whole bunch of ladies, but it was a lot of men in there too, which, if you want to go to that, might as well. But it was a good movie.
I can't say I'd be interested in going, but
I feel like that's what most guys would do. Maybe their wives or girlfriends brought them because they don't want to go see it. But yeah, it was really good. But I heard the critics, some people were totally hating against the ending and other people were just so in love with it. So, it's half and half, but I thought it was good.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, and so it is Valentine's Day Eve.
It is.
So
I actually forgot it was Valentine's Day Eve. That's how involved I am in that.
How do you forget about Valentine's Day? It's such a lovey-dovey holiday. But are you a big Valentine's Day fan?
I'm not. I'm currently single, ladies. But yeah, I have no plans for Valentine's Day.
No plans. In the past, did you ever do anything special for Valentine's Day? When you maybe weren't single, or maybe just when you were single?
Hanging out with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Get her some flowers, but nothing too special.
Yeah, now most girls are doing Galentine's Day, tonight, the day before Valentine's Day, which is where you just get all your gal pals together and, you eat chocolates and watch The Notebook and just have a fun time together, which I think that's cute. So I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that with my roommates.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, eating chocolate and watching movies. That's what we do every weekend. But I actually have some facts about Valentine's Day that I looked up. Because Valentine's Day is one of those holidays that people call a Hallmark holiday, where it's just an excuse to spend money. But I think it's a good holiday. I'm pro Valentine's Day. But in the Victorian times, it was considered bad luck to sign a Valentine's Day card.
Really?
So it was from a secret admirer. I don't know if I'd be for that or not. What if you had a card saying all this nice stuff and you didn't know who wrote it?
I might be a little creeped out, actually.
Okay, well, I would be flattered. Well, if it wasn't super creepy.
I guess that's true, yeah. That would be really nice.
Yeah, it would be nice. And then 1 million Valentine's Day cards are exchanged each year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot of Valentine's Day cards.
That's a whole lot. I can't even, whoa, Hallmark must be doing really good this season. And then physicians of the 1800s commonly advised their patients to eat chocolate to calm their heartache for lost love. So I guess that's why we eat chocolate.
That must be the origin.
Yeah.
Right there.
I like eating chocolate just on a daily basis, whether I have a heartache or not. So I don't know if that's good. And then also this last weekend, yesterday, I should say, was the Grammys. Did you
Yeah.
end up watching that?
I did not watch the Grammys, but I heard good things.
Yeah, I actually didn't watch the Grammys either, but then on Instagram, it's like all these Grammy pictures, so it like kept me up to date. So I knew what was going on.
You can't miss out on anything if you're on social media. So
That is true. So do you know Chance the Rapper?
I do.
Yeah,
I'm a
he
big
has some
fan.
good songs. I really like his 3 on his hat, like what he wears, and he sometimes wears like gray overalls. But there he is, accepting his award for Best New Artist, which I thought that was really good because his last album was, listened to that a whole bunch.
I'm a big fan of Chance the Rapper, so I think he really deserved it.
Yeah. And then Adele, she won 5 Grammys, which is not surprising because Adele just like shakes the world when she gets a new album out. But she got Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and like Song of the Year. Just like, look at her, so proud with all those. And during her speech for, I'm not sure what it was, but she was talking to Beyonce up on stage, and she accidentally like broke her Grammy award. There you can like see her like doing that, which I guess, I thought those Grammy awards were like, you know, really
Resilient? You'd
Yeah.
think they'd be quality.
But that just looks like a third place like soccer, you know, little award, you know, that she just like broke off, which I don't know if you like glue that back on or tape it, like what?
Hopefully they replace that for her.
Yeah, but I thought that was funny that she did that. And then Hotline Bling, do you remember when that was really
I do.
popular?
The Drake song?
Yes, that ended up winning Best Rap Song, which I agree, that was...
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, but now it's like old, and if we hear it again, it's like, oh gosh, turn it off. But still, I mean, I thought the Grammys looked really good, nice, and all of them had like really pretty dresses on. I feel like it would be really cool to go to the Grammys.
That would be a good time.
So maybe like next year I'll aim to be a really like Adele or Beyonce just on YouTube, and then might as well go. But stay with us after the break. Courtney will be here with our guests from Washington, D.C.
Welcome back. I'm Courtney Johnson, and I'm here with our guest, Ananda, and she is actually in Washington, D.C. right now. Ananda, could you tell us, how does it feel to be in Washington, D.C. right now?
It's a pretty crazy time right now. It's definitely, you're never bored. There's always something going on. Of course, there's news coming out all the time, but especially since I'm interning here, you get to hear a lot of the other side of what are we doing as an organization now that all of these new events are happening. So it's pretty crazy. Everyone's really busy.
Now, since you are interning, you did mention that you are working with you're working with an organization. What organization are you working with, and why?
I'm working with a nonprofit called the Partnership for Public Service. And I don't know, I decided to work for them because they're a nonpartisan group. They focus on effective and efficient government. And so I really thought this especially was a time when it's important to make sure that things are always moving forward, that the government is moving and working effectively instead of kind of stalling all the time, which is what I feel like people always think is what's happening in government. So I thought it was a great opportunity to work on things that matter to both Democrats and Republicans.
Now, what else is a part of your internship while you're there in D.C.?
So what I'm doing is working with the Center for Presidential Transition at our nonprofit. So I'm mostly working with the presidential transition team, which includes not just Trump and his administration, but also all of the agencies that are having a lot of overturn right now. So most of my portfolio is working with developing position descriptions for a lot of the upper level positions in different agencies. So for example, I'll write about what the undersecretary for the undersecretaries in the Department of Education do, which no one has ever had a job description for those positions before. And now that it's such again, there's a lot of overturn, but there are also a lot of people who have never worked in government before who are coming into these positions, especially this cycle. So it's really important that they know what they're coming into and that the people who are doing the hiring know who to be looking for.
Now, were you, I want to say starstruck, but were you just, completely in awe when you saw any of the people in DC when you were there for the inauguration, and how did that feel?
Yeah, I came in thinking I'm not gonna care. I'm here to work, and these are also just people, and they're just people I'm going to be working with from now on. And where I work, I'm not working with anyone, really high level or anything. I'm not on the Hill, so I'm not working with a lot of people you'd see in the news normally, but I have seen people around Washington. So we saw Paul Ryan coming out of getting a haircut, and that was like he was just walking down the street, like getting his haircut, which was really weird. And then we saw Rick Perry when we went to view the transition space. So, and yeah, I was kind of starstruck. I had to like do a double take, and was like, oh my God, that's Paul Ryan over there. So yeah.
Do you think you made any connections so far that you can take from DC and bring back to KU?
What's really cool about DC is that there is already a really good network of past KU alums who are out here. So through the seminars, we're talking to a lot of people who went to KU in the past, who already know each other, and like on game days, there's a bar in DC that all of the students and alums who just live and work in DC go to. So I've met a lot of people who already come from Kansas, but they're also the people who I work with at my nonprofit are incredible and very much willing to help work with me and help, stay connected with me after I leave. And they also have different programs that I could take back to KU. So I think that there would be an opportunity to do something when I'm back on campus.
Okay, thank you for being here today and letting me interview you today. I hope you're having fun in DC, and I hope you keep enjoying your time and you can rep KU out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for talking to me.
No problem. And we'll be back with the news. Thank you, guys.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Mario Ramos, and here are your Good Morning KU headlines. 100,000 people were evacuated in Northern California last night after concerns that the Oroville Dam would fail. The water level has since dropped, but Governor Jerry Brown warned that the situation is complex and constantly changing. Kansas may be getting a new airport. The Brownback administration has been in talks for the past year to explore the possibility of building a single terminal airport to compete with KCI. The airport would be built in Johnson County. Kansas legislators debating a bill that would compensate those who are wrongfully convicted of a crime. If passed, the bill would require the state to pay $80,000 for every year a wrongly convicted person served in prison and $1 million per year if they were on death row. The first coalition to run for KU Student Senate was formed yesterday. The coalition is calling itself KU United. The coalition wants to focus on a message of uniting students on campus. A meeting was held yesterday to start planning for a new mural on 9th Street in New Hampshire. The Spencer Museum of Art has teamed up with local artists to commission a new design for the mural. And finally, Adele won big last night at the Grammys. The singer won both Album and Song of the Year. The album 25 won a winner, and her song Hello also won the Best Song category. And that's it for our Good Morning headlines. Stay with us, and Alan Mason will be back after the break.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm Al Moore.
And I'm Mason Moan.
And so since our producer, Katie, is just big into political science, we're going to talk about Student Senate here at KU. Which, do you know anything about Student Senate?
I really should know more since I go to school here, but no, I don't know that much.
Yeah, same with me. I did not end up voting last year when I was a freshman. So, I mean, now this year I have the chance to vote.
Yeah.
But the campaign season has just started, and first people running announced their campaign yesterday. So that's a big thing. Yeah, I really haven't like heard anything about that or
Me
anything.
neither.
Maybe it's like on Wesco that they're really like broadcasting this, hopefully. But the Student Senate allocates for student fees, like they decide what money goes to which clubs, and they suggest improvements for the university. And so they're in charge of like hundreds of thousands of dollars for all these like clubs.
Wow.
And KU has a ton of clubs.
Yeah,
So that's like an important job. But something also important about this, the polls, like the election day, are April 12th and 13th. So be on the lookout for that.
Get out there and vote.
Yeah, now you can vote since you're now here at KU. So that's exciting. But we'll be back with the weather, and it's actually our weather girl's birthday, Brittany, today. So make sure you wish her a happy birthday.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brittany Foster. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning KU. I'm here to give you your Monday morning weather update. Currently, we have slightly windy conditions that we'll have for the day. Showers are also possible, mainly in the morning, and we're going to have above average temperatures throughout the day today. Right now, we are sitting at a temperature of 37 degrees outside, so a chilly start to your morning, and it's going to feel a little bit colder than 37 actually, because we have winds out of the south at 6 miles per hour and cloudy skies. So that sun won't be shining out today, and it's going to make it feel a little bit colder than that temperature right now. Later on today, though, we're going to reach a high of 50, so that's not too bad considering that our normal highs for this time of the year are about 40 degrees, so we're above average currently temperature-wise, and that'll last actually all throughout the week, and those winds will come back also all throughout the day, and those will increase to about 10 miles per hour. Here's your hourly planner for the day. At 11 in the morning, we're going to have a temperature of 40. By 3 o'clock, we're going to jump up to 48. 5 p.m. 50, and by 7 o'clock we're going to go back down to 44. But again, there's that high of 50 right there for your high of today. Now here's what I was talking about earlier, those chances for those rain showers. Right now they're currently to the west of us and mainly to the south, but they will have the potential to come into Lawrence throughout the day today. It's a mixture, but we're expecting if our temperatures raise up a little bit, it'll mainly be like rain showers, probably maybe a little bit of flurries, but mainly rain showers if it does come up into Lawrence later today. Here's your 5-day forecast. Right now on game day on Monday, we have a high of 50 degrees. On Tuesday, we're going to have a high of 54 for your Valentine's Day. And by Wednesday, we're going to go up to 48 degrees, Thursday 38, and then Friday, we're going to go back up to those nice temperatures of 65 degrees, and that'll actually continue on throughout the weekend, going up to maybe even 70. On Tuesday, notice our temperatures are going to drop, though, because we have a slight weak cold front that'll be moving through. But like I said, those temperatures are going to come right back up through your weekend. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning KU. That's your weather update for the day.